I had to put some rouge on my lips. Mm. Hey, how are you guys doing this afternoon? How you guys doing this afternoon? Man, I got all of these. I don't even see the iPhone in here, so but it's pinging on my laptop. Good morning. Is it morning? No, it's afternoon. Good afternoon, good people. Good afternoon. How's everybody doing? Let me just say, remember, the first three is who I'm saying hello to manually, and the rest, you're going to get a blanket hello, okay? Good afternoon, Miss Kimberly Black. Good afternoon, Mr. 313. Good afternoon, Miss Juanette. Hello, everybody else. Hi. Hi. Hello. All right, guys. We are here. We are here this afternoon to talk about some brewing cases and things like that. So we're going to do all about different cases. We're not just concentrating on somebody of color. We're just going to talk about all type of cases. So one case got my interest that was popping is Alec Baldwin. You guys know who he is, right? Do you guys know? Anybody knows? I'm gonna have like interaction here. We're gonna have group chat interaction. This is how we're gonna do it. I need you guys to interact with me in regards to this. Do anybody know who Alec Baldwin is? Do anybody know who he is? Can someone tell me in the chat who he is? Who is Alec? Well, his name is Alexander Ray Baldwin. That's his real full name. Okay. All right. Nikenya said he is an actor. Yes. And what else is he? Not just an actor. What else is he? He is a what? What else? Come on now. This is class time. You guys got to get into it. He's a famous Hollywood actor. Okay, Shelly. Come on. Yeah, keep saying actor. What else? What else? You can Google if you want to. He's an actor. Okay, he's a father. Yes, he's a father. And what else is he? Actor, father. He's a brother. His brothers act as well. Who is his brothers? You know who his brothers are? Y'all know who his brothers are? He's a director. Absolutely. Oh, Rob said he's a white dude. Okay. All right. What else? What else? He's not a gun specialist. Okay, I can tell you one thing. He's a comedian. Okay, Janice says he's a comedian. His brothers, William, okay, Billy and Steven. Steven's the one that'd be off the chain, y'all. Okay. He's a film production. Yes, he's in film production. Yes, yeah. Okay. Well, do you know what has happened to him recently? He's a rich Caucasian man. You guys. Well, let me tell you what happened. Recently he was charged on January 31st. They have brought charges up against him. And do you guys know what happened? What actually happened? Didn't he cuss his daughter out on the phone? You guys. Manslaughter. That's right, Shelly. That's right. Yes, he got indicted on January 31st. And I heard about sexual misconduct. You guys, okay. We're not talking about sexual misconduct. We're not talking about stuff like we're talking about recent. What happened? Okay, Monet said a lady died on the set. Yes, a lady died on the set. Okay. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna dive into this case here, and we're gonna talk about it a little bit. So I'm gonna give you guys some education in regarding to his case. All right, I'm gonna give you an education. Okay. Now there's a video I'm gonna play. What are you told whenever a police wants to question you? What are you told? Whatever you say, you find yourself in a situation and the police wants to talk to you. What is the advice you're given? What is the advice you're given? What is the advice you're given? Sharon, okay. When a police wants to talk to you, what is the advice you're given? Talk to my attorney. That's right, Shelly. Don't say a word. Don't say, because whatever you say is going to be held against you. So what we're going to do, we're going to talk about him giving an interview to the police. Why did he do that without a lawyer? Oh my God. Okay. He just done mess himself up. He messed himself up because he went into the interrogation room and told everything. And then what? What happened? He turned around, boom, they put charges on against him. Okay. He's charged with involuntary manslaughter, and it's a felony 4, meaning he doesn't get much time in that. But the point is, he went in there blabbering, running his mouth, blah, 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 blah. And what? They are holding what he said against him. So they turn around and charge him. Do you guys know where this happened? Anybody knows? Do anybody know? Okay, question. First of all, let's see. Give me a raise of hand. Anybody that knows about this case? Raise a hand of anybody that knows about this case. Who knows about this case? Raise your hand if you know about this case. Okay. Who knows about this case? Everybody who knows about this case, tell me who knows about this case. I know a little bit, not much. Okay. T-Girl raised her hand, yes. And Tussie says, I know some. Kim said, put a thumbs up. Okay. I do because I follow rich people cases. Okay. Could someone tell me, where did this happen? Where did this happen? Where did this happen? You guys are off the chain. Oh my God. You guys are too much. Where did this happen? On a movie set. But where? Where on a movie set? Where? Where in the movie set did this happen? What movie set was that? Well, let me make the question a little bit easier. What state was this? Brown Sharon said he's not the only one who handled the gun that day. Okay, yeah, okay. Sharon's give me a little bit more, because now we got to talk about the other people. But our main focus is that he's the superstar that we're focusing on. But we're going to talk about all the other people, and we're going to read what they were charged with, and we're going to dig into it a little bit. Out the country? No, Juanetta, it was not out the country. California? Nope, it was not nope. I thought you guys knew about the case. Y'all told me y'all knew about the case. Okay, so we got to have some education today, huh? We have to do some education. Education, right? Education. Oh, there she goes. She said it. Santa Fe, New Mexico. Yes. Okay, Shelly's getting the big prize today, y'all. If we had prizes, Shelly would get it. Shelly would definitely get the prizes. Okay, yeah, hold on a second. Let me just pull up the paperwork for you guys, and we're going to go over the paperwork, and we're going to have a discussion about this. This is time for us to do some teaching. teaching. Okay, let me pull it up for you guys. So how's everybody doing today? I'm doing small talk while I look for this stuff here. Hold on. Oh, did I take this mess out? Oh Lord, what did I do with this? What did I do? There we go. There we go, good people. There we go. We're pulling it up. We're pulling it up for you guys to see. You know, when I'm using this thing here, I have to make sure I have everything the right way. Okay, we got both of them up. So let me see, which one am I going to look at first? We're going to look at from the beginning. Okay, we're going to look the first one from the beginning. All right, here we go. All right, let me make this a little smaller a little bit. So, okay, we're going to share this here. Hey, Trail. Trail said, okay, the accident is questionable. Oh, okay. I just know I've seen him and his wife talking on TV one day to the news reporter. Okay. I don't know where. Okay. Let's go. Let's get going now. We don't want to spend too much time on this. So we're gonna go ahead and pull it up. All right, we're gonna pull the first thing up first. All right. Here we go. Good people. Here we go. And I know some of you guys probably cannot see this too well. Let me make this a little bigger for y'all to see. Let me move out the way so you guys can see this. Let me move out the way. How about that? Can y'all see that better? Can y'all see? Let me make this bigger. Let me make it bigger. Can you guys see that? How's that look? Is that big enough for you guys? I'll try to make it bigger. I think it's not gonna get any bigger, okay? All right, here's the case right here. All right, we have January 31st is the filing date that they've decided to put charges against Mr. Alexander Ray Baldwin. Okay, if you guys can see his name right here. His name is right here. Right here, Alexander. You see the name at the top right here on the side here? All right. So, this case actually happened on October 21st. If you see his charge date, October 21st, and it's a class, if you see by where my U is, it's a class 4 felony. So I was reading and I was trying to see how much time with a class 4 felony is. And they said this type of charge is pretty hard because it's an accident, right? And accidents are usually hard to prove. You have to prove there was some negligence and some malice behind it. So we already know this case is going to be pretty hard to prove, right? So we're going to look up what felony, for how much time it carries in New Mexico and places like that. It says here, if a person is convicted of a felony 4, right, in New Mexico, they can get up to 18 months in jail and a $5,000 fee. Okay, the maximum prison time if it's a felony 4, if it's against child, like exploitation of a child and things like that, you will get more time. It could go up to 10 years. But a regular felony 4, which is involuntary manslaughter, meaning that somebody accidentally died, but you have to prove there's negligence and there is malice. So that's the things that you have to prove in this case. So Mr. Baldwin went into the interrogation room and basically squealed on himself. And you guys, I'm going to share with you guys his interview. But before I do that, I am going to give you the update on his court hearing and things like that. Okay. We know on January 31st, he was charged with the involuntary manslaughter, right? And then if you see in the court documents, he had a hearing. His first appearance was on February 9th. No, he had an appearance before then. He had a hearing before then, and that was in January, right? But then you see he had a hearing on February 8th. Then you see an entry appearance for his defense entry appearance, which was on February 9th, right? Then on the 10th, this is when the defendant notice of unlawful enhancement in motion. Okay, now let me tell you what's going on. Okay, recently, as of 2 days ago, there was a motion submitted by his attorney in regards to the person who is the prosecution. The prosecutor is a member of the state representative for New Mexico, and that's what you consider basically a conflict of interest. You can't be a prosecutor and also a standing representative of the state. So he is putting a motion in basically to have him to be removed, the prosecutor to be removed from the case, because in the state of New Mexico, you cannot do that, right? So there's a state extradition motion for extension of time to respond to the defendant Alexander's motion to disqualify the special prosecutor under Title III of the New Mexico Constitution. You see that? So he put in a motion that, hey, it's a conflict of interest, or the laws being violated because this person, the special prosecutor, is on this case and he's not supposed to be on there. So now they asked for time for them to reply. In fact, the next court date is going to be on February 24th. Let me take this down for you guys. Let me bring up the other one so you guys can see that one. Let me pull it up. Let me share that one with you. Okay, this one here. This is the next one right here. If you see the date here, oh, that was the first one, the complaint. Oh, the second was the one we have. But the next court date is on February 24th, which is next Friday. Okay, next Friday. That's the day I'll be traveling, coming back over here. All right, so that is that on as far as the court date. Now we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty of what this case is and what he's charged with and who are the players in this case and all that kind of stuff, so you guys can get some education. And then the final thing before I get off this live, I am going to show you guys the interview he had where he spilled everything. He told on himself. He told everything. All right, here we go. All right, let's go. Okay, let me make this bigger for you guys to see. You guys can see it yet? Let me put myself in the box here. Come on, can you guys see? We gotta bring it down. All right, can you guys see that? Can you guys read it? Is it too little for you guys? I want you guys to see it now. Can you guys see? Can you see? Can somebody please answer me? Answer the question. Do you see it? Or should I make it bigger for y'all? All right, let me make it bigger. How about that? Is that big enough? Is that big enough? No, I'm blind. All right, you got, okay. T-Girl can see it. Black Beauty can see it. Okay, we got you. Okay. All right, this is his charge, y'all. The state of New Mexico, County of Santa Fe, First Judicial District, State of New Mexico, plaintiff, and versus Alexander Ray Baldwin III. He's a third, okay. And this was filed on January 31st, 2023. And it was at 1 p.m. And this is case number is right now it's a criminal information. It's a form of indictment, but it's where they have probable cause and they can arrest the person. This is what they submitted to the court. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and read. The district attorney of Santa Fe County, state of New Mexico, states that on or about the dates listed below in said county and state, the above named defendant did commit the crime of count 1. Involuntary manslaughter 0007 on or about October 21st, 2021 in Santa Fe County, New Mexico. The above named defendant did cause the death of Halyna Hutchins, committed in the commission of an unlawful act, to wit, negligence, use of a deadly weapon, contrary to 30-7-4A3 and or 30-7-4A4, a fourth degree felony, contrary to NMSA 1978, section 30-2-3B 1994. All right, so now it says the alternative. Okay, so I guess this is the original charge or what they're going to charge him, but then they put in an alternative. I don't know, y'all. You know, I'm a regular layman like you guys. I don't know about law, but I'm learning by reading and trying to understand some things. Okay, so when you say alternative, that means it's like I'm charging you with this, but here's something else that we can utilize. Is that what it's saying, y'all? Is that what you think it's saying? I'm gonna wait on y'all so you can answer me. I got a question for y'all. Why y'all do that every time? I could be talking about one case and y'all bring up about some other case. Sharon, one case at a time, Sharon. You guys be doing it to me, man. You said too small. Okay, then you have to open up your eyes. Okay, how about that? Is that you need to open up your eyes. Let me move out. If I move myself up, okay, let me just make it them. How about that? Can you just see that by itself? How about that? How's that? Can y'all see? But then I can't read if y'all put it like that. I can't read. I gotta make it a little less. Because if I make it too big like that, I won't be able to read it. So sorry, Winetta, you're gonna have to get some bifocals. Yeah, Tracy said turn your phone sideways so you can read it. Okay, and put the thing bigger. Moneta, okay, young lady. Okay, so in the alternative, right? It says count 1, involuntary manslaughter 0007 on or about October 21st, 2021 in Santa Fe County, New Mexico. The above defendant did cause the death of Halyna Hutchins, committed in the commission of a lawful act. Okay, so one is unlawful, and the second one is lawful. So that's the other part, which might produce death in an unlawful manner or without due caution and circumspection, a fourth degree felony, contrary to NMSA 1978, section 30-2-3B 1994. This offense shall be enhanced pursuant to the Firearm Enhancement Statute 31-18-16, NMSA 1978. So I guess they're trying to cover it, just in case you get whatever charges. Like, if it's not, I guess it's really trying to get a conviction. Oh my God. One case at a time. This is New Mexico. New Mexico is part of the U.S. This is not Mexico. This is New Mexico. New Mexico is next to Texas. This is not New Mexico. This is New Mexico. Lord Jesus. We gotta have the class for a geography class here, yeah, because we're so mixed up in here. This is a part of America here. This is a United States state, New Mexico, next to Texas, not too far from Arizona. Okay, let me get a map. Let me go get a map up here because hold on. We gotta go back to the basic. Hold on, let me get a map. A map, United States map. Okay, let's do. All right, let's go get the map. Hold on. Let me get a map. Hold on. We're going to visit this map right here. All right, here we go. I'm going to make it bigger so you guys can see. Hold on. Let me go get the map. We got to do ABC type of thing here. All right, let's go. Let me stop sharing this. Let me go to the map. Let's share the map here so my brothers and sisters will see where Mexico is. Hold on. There we go. There we go. All right. Can you guys see this? Is this too little for y'all? Let me make it bigger. Can y'all guys see this? Can you see this? Is this too little? Can y'all see that? Okay. Now you see where we see New Mexico. Y'all see New Mexico? Do I need to make it bigger? Do I need to make it bigger? Tell me, do I need to make it bigger? Can y'all see this? Okay. Now you see where my thing is hovering over here. You see where it's hovering? Right here, right here. This is Santa Fe, right? It's next to Phoenix, Arizona, right? You see New Mexico? And Mexico is underneath there. You see Mexico all the way down there. This is Mexico, right? This is Mexico. And this is New Mexico right here where Albuquerque and Las Cruz and all that. Okay, you see it's next to El Paso. It's right underneath Colorado, down from Utah, and then you see it right next to Mexico. You see it? Okay, I got it. Okay, all right. You know we got to go back to basics over here. All right, let me stop sharing. Let me go back to the thing. So it has nothing to do with Mexico. It's New Mexico, which is part of the United States. Okay? All right, let's go back to my other part. All right, let's go. Okay. Now we're going to go back, okay, because we did the alternative, right? Okay. The state requests a felony. It said the state requests a felony first appearance to be scheduled within 30 days of this filing. The state requests a preliminary hearings to be scheduled within 60 days of the felony first appearance. The name of the witnesses upon whose testimony this information is based on contains within witness list and file contemporaneously with this information. All right. All right, this is what they file. Okay, we got his name and all that. We got his, okay. We got all of that. We got, okay, here is what the statement of probable cause. This is what they said. Okay. It says, the background and synopsis of what happened in this case. On October 21st, 2021, in the county of Santa Fe, state of New Mexico, a shooting involving a handgun revolver firearm occurred that resulted in the death of Halyna Hutchins and the serious injury of Joel Souza. Joel Souza. The shooting involved a .45 caliber revolver occurred on the Western movie set located in the rural Santa Fe County, referred to and known as Bonanza Creek Ranch, 15 County Road 45, Santa Fe, New Mexico 87508, 545 Bonanza Creek Ranch Road. Okay. On this date, being filmed and or rehearsed at this location was a film at the time name referred to as Rust. Through interviews, statements, and evidence, it was learned that the defendant, Alec Baldwin, hereinafter Baldwin, was the lead actor in the film. Through these interviews, statements, and physical evidence, it was also learned that Baldwin was involved in and named as primary producer of the film. So that gave you guys the answer. He was the actor as well as the producer of the film. Okay. Through these statements, interviews, and evidence, it was determined that after lunch and on October 21st, 2021, the crew, production staff, camera crew, and actor were preparing for a scene set in the church. This was not established rehearsal or had filming commenced. So this is like during the break time, I guess. They decided they want to, daddle and try to do something for the film. So, okay. At this point, Baldwin was seated in what is referred to and appeared to be a church on this movie set. Baldwin was in possession of a .45 long Colt caliber revolver type firearm, one of a type and kind often used and seen in or on Western genre type movies and or sets. The firearm is a single action revolver handgun, which requires the cocking of the explode hammer, which then rotate the cylinder, and then the pressing of a trigger is required to fire the weapon. Okay, so they're giving you how, basically how the gun be used, like an old style gun, and you have to pull the revolver. It means that you have to take some effort in shooting this, right? It's not something just like automatically just pew. No, you have to pull the trigger and shoot like the old style, Western movie type of gun. Okay. In front of Baldwin, standing were victims Halyna Hutchins and Joel Souza. Hutchins and Souza was reviewing and moving a camera for possible setup. After a later scene to occur at a later undetermined date and time, through these statements, interviews, and physical evidence, it is learned that Halyna Hutchins was the director of photograph for the film, and Joel Souza was the director-writer for the film. All right. Information and evidence obtained showed that Baldwin was seated in a pew facing in a northerly direction towards the front of the church. So he was sitting where he was like, you could see he was face going north in the direction in front of the church, right? In front of him was Halyna Hutchins and Joel Souza and a camera operator. So the camera operator didn't get hurt. It's just those two. The lady died and the other guy got hurt in his hand, okay? Along with other crew, i.e. sound, script, costume, etc. Baldwin was wearing a shoulder holster, right hand drawer, which was securing the holding the .45 long Colt caliber single action 6-shot revolver. How are you doing? It's a long time. Hey, Devon. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I had to say hi to Devon. He hasn't been here in a while. Okay, let me finish this. Okay. It says here the Baldwin was practicing drawing and pointing the weapon for the scene, which with guidance and instruction from Halyna Hutchins and Joel Souza, right? She was like giving direction, pew, 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 pew. Right. The setup was to be a close-up of Baldwin and the firearm. As he drew the weapon and pointed it, Halyna Hutchins and Joel Souza were viewing the practicing scene and on a monitor attached to the camera. Baldwin drew the revolver from the holster, pointed at Halyna Hutchins, and fired the weapon. Pew! While reviewing the script and witness interviews for this particular scene and close-up shot, evidence indicates the scene shot did not require the weapon to be fired. It was also determined by consultation with expert armorers that in a rehearsal, a plastic gun or replica gun should be used as no firing of blanks is required. However, Baldwin fired the single action 45 long Colt revolver, resulting in a discharge of a projectile that struck and traveled through the right armpit area of Halyna Hutchins, exit her back. From the OMI's official report, then struck Joel Souza in the right shoulder and lodged in his right back. Man, that was a powerful gun, y'all. That was a powerful gun. And this is supposed to be fake? Whoa. Okay. Approximately at 1:48 p.m., the shooting was reported to Santa Fe County Regional Emergency Communication Center, RECC, via 911. This resulted in the response of fire, emergency medical, and Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office personnel. This further results in a case number CAD incident number being generated 2021-007949. The Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office conducted an investigation into the shooting under this case number as death investigation. Detective Alexander Hancock was assigned as the primary investigator. Now, this is the person that you guys, I'm going to show you the interview that he did with. There's two ladies that took the interview, and he just was running his mouth. They even asked him if he needed an attorney, right? And he just decided, he's like, do I need one? And he just started running his mouth and just started telling everything, right? So, all right. The response of emergency personnel resulted in Joel Souza being transported by ambulance to St. Vincent Regional Medical Center located at 455 St. Michael's Drive within the city limits of Santa Fe, New Mexico. Halyna Hutchins was transported from the scene by air ambulance helicopter to the Level 1 Trauma Center in the University of New Mexico Hospital located in Bernalillo County, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Halyna Hutchins was pronounced deceased approximately at 3:37 p.m. by attending medical personnel. Joel Souza was treated and released, but not before a projectile was removed from his back. The projectile appeared to be a lead projectile of the type and kind found in a live ammunition. It was not blanks, y'all. It was live and real ammunition, okay? Wow, okay. This item was secured and turned over to the Santa Fe Sheriff's Department. Man. As noted above and confirmed by the evidence and analysis, the recovered projectile first struck and then passed the entire entirely through Halyna Hutchins and then struck Joel Sosa. So that thing was so powerful, it went through her body and hit him. Wow. There was no evidence that the bullet ricochet struck any objects or person before striking Halyna Hutchins. The projectiles were then penetrated through the front of Joel Sosa's right shoulder and became lodged underneath the skin on his back. The Office of the Medical Examiner, State of New Mexico, listed Halyna Hutchins' cause of death primarily as gunshot wound of the chest after conducting an autopsy on October 22nd, 2021. The following additional information evidence is provided in further support of probable cause in the emulated crime having been committed by Baldwin. Okay, here we go. Firearm ammunition and Baldwin as actor and shooter. Statement and evidence shows Baldwin was not present for required firearm training prior to the commencement of filming. Statements, disposition from OSHA, and the evidence show Baldwin was provided only minimal training on firearms. So that's where the negligence is going to come from, I believe, because they say that they're supposed to be trained before they do all of this Wild Wild West shooting and all this kind of stuff, because you got to be prepared and knowing how to shoot and all this kind of stuff. So he did not get the training, and then what training he got was a bare minimum, okay? Bare minimum, okay? Even after Reed requested more training for Baldwin, uh-oh. All right now. All right. In the disposition taken from Reed, she stated Baldwin had very. Let me go back up. Who is Reed? Let me see who is Reed. I didn't see who Reed was in the beginning, y'all. Why did they put Reed in here? Okay, they're mentioning Reed. Is Reed? Okay, I guess they're gonna tell us who Reed is, because I don't know who Reed is on so far. Okay, let me go back on here. In the disposition taken from Reed, she stated Baldwin had very limited training on the cross draw that was required for the scene on the 21st, and limited training in firearms and how to check his own firearm as to whether it was unloaded or loaded, in which Reed felt it was very important in his role as Rust. A training session for at least an hour or more in length was scheduled, but the actual training consists only approximately 30 minutes, as according to Reed, Baldwin was distracted and talking on his cell phone to his family during the training. Baldwin, oh Lord, you got some explaining to do, and I guess you did explain it too much, so much that you got yourself indicted, charged. Okay. Anybody have any question? Any question? Or you just like you're just listening to me read? What are y'all doing in here? Let me check on y'all. Let me check on y'all. Let me check y'all pulse. Let me check y'all pulse. You guys okay? You okay over there? Okay. All right. All right, let's go. So he was on the phone talking to his family member, and I see why he was trying. Yeah, he was on the phone running his mouth. He didn't get the training that he needed. And when the training was happening, he wasn't paying attention. So they could show some sort of negligence. We're gonna dig in it a little bit more, okay? All right. Baldwin approached response deputies on the day of the shooting, wanting to talk to them because he was one who fired the gun. Okay, he was ready to talk, y'all. Okay. He referred to and later interviewed by detectives. Baldwin later asserted that he never fired the revolver and that it had just gone off. Baldwin made this assertion public as well. in a multimedia interview conducted after the shooting. Many media interviews and law enforcement interviews were conducted by Baldwin. He displays very inconsistent account of what happened during the incident when firing the gun that killed Hutchins. Photos and video evidence from the church and on the day of the shooting shows some of the rehearsal and up to and including moment before the shooting. The photos and video depicted the above referenced action of Baldwin prior to the shooting, practicing drawing and pointing the weapon. The photos and video clearly shows Baldwin multiple times with his finger inside of the trigger guard and on the trigger, while manipulating that hammer and while drawing, pointing, and holstering the revolver. The revolver involved in the shooting was seized by the detective as evidence. It was later submitted to the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, crime lab for examination and analysis. As part of the examination and analysis, the FBI conducted a function and malfunction check of the revolver. This involved trying to get the weapon to fire without the trigger being pressed, i.e., striking the hammer at various multiple angle against a solid object, and striking the hammer of the revolver with actual hammer mallet. The revolver did not malfunction, i.e., fire when it should not accidentally. They're saying that it was not an accident. It didn't just go off like Baldwin claims. He actually pressed the trigger, pulled on the hammer thing, and pew, shot it. Okay, that's what they say. They say that the gun just didn't actually just happen to just go off because they tried it multiple times to test to see if it would accidentally happen with them. Okay, the analysis clearly showed that the weapon could not accidentally fire. For the weapon to fire, the trigger had to have been depressed and pressed, which is what I just said. Okay. The analysis additionally include testing of and documentation of the sear engagement point of the hammer as it moved from the position of at rest all the way down against the frame, its lowest position. Through each engagement, the single action hammer mechanism. So it's saying that it's not like a automatic where it go pew, 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 pew. No, you gotta boom, revolve, switch, boom. You know what I mean? You watch old Western movies, guys. Y'all know how they do it. All right. The firearm position, 1/4 and 1/2, a half, cock position safety, and were found no function as designed, i.e., keep the hammer from striking a cartridge primer without pulling the trigger. Okay, which is what I just said. I'm not even a gun expert, and I kind of figured what it's saying. Okay. Additionally, at half cock, the cylinder was partially rotated, making it impossible for the hammer and attached firing pin to strike a primer. All right, next. The FBI additionally analyzed various types and kinds of ammunition seized from the scene, including a prop truck. This included dummy rounds, blank rounds, and suspect live rounds ammunition. Okay, why would you have? Okay, you got the blanks, and then you got the dummy round. Why would you have live ammunition? They have live ammunition on a set? Man, they're really trying to kill somebody. Why would you put live ammunition in the set? Lord have mercy. I am never going to do a movie because you don't know what these people could be trying to do to you. Try to kill you off. All right, we just got news on Mr. Kelly's thing. So after this live, I'm gonna continue this later on, and I got popping news on Mr. Kelly. The judge just denied his motion, but let me finish reading this, and then we're gonna go through Mr. Kelly's. Okay. I'm gonna end this live, and then we're gonna, because I know how you people like. You want to get the information on Mr. Kelly's case. I know, but indulge me a little bit, okay? We just found out he denied them. And we're gonna read that, okay? But let me go ahead on and finish this, okay? Indulge me a minute, okay, people? I know how you guys went. There y'all go. Okay, come on. Can we just finish? Can I just finish this, please? And I will close this out, and we'll do another live. Please let me finish this. It's not going to be long, okay? Not going to be long. I know if you guys, we got other type people in here that wants to come on, y'all. I should never told y'all. Oh my God, I should have waited. I got the information and I just blabber it. Okay, let me finish, okay? Could I finish this? Because I don't want to lose it. Okay, let's go. Detective investigated the fact that, okay, we know that they're supposed to have dummy rounds in this, right? All right, it says dummy round. A total of 5 suspected live rounds, 1 spent casing in a live round that was discharged, causing the shooting, were seized by investigator. Evidence and statement indicates that aside from what Halyna Gonzu, I don't know how to say it, I don't know how to say these people, Gazera, I don't know how to say it, okay? Hannah G. Reed, okay? Armor Rust Production may have brought to the set with her all weapons and ammunition, blank dummies, for the production were obtained from a supply company in Albuquerque, PDQ Arm and Props LLC. Oh, dag. So that means you went and got the stuff and you didn't know what you were getting for the people. They gave you some live ammunition, lady. Oh, Lord have mercy, y'all. That is so negligent. That means they could have shot anybody. Y'all, I'm sorry. We can't blame Alec on that because he don't know what this girl got. He don't know what this girl got. Detectives investigating these facts included services of a search warrant at the place of business of PDQ Arms and Props in Albuquerque, who was the supplier of the dummies and blanks to Rust. Several suspected live rounds of 45 long Colt caliber cartridges were seized as a result. Some supplied by the company owner to an investigator. The company should be held liable for this too. You know that, y'all? That's where the family should sue that company as well. And some found in the place of business. These rounds were submitted to the FBI for comparison. You know what? I don't think Alec Baldwin will be found guilty. I don't think so because they didn't know. This is just my opinion. They didn't know that those things had this, and the only thing he would probably get in trouble for is probably not taking the class. But even if he took the class, you still didn't know there was no real bullets. Yeah, you don't, Mark, right? You don't know there was real bullets in this. So this is my personal feeling. I don't feel that he should be the one that gets time for it. I think the company people should do it because they know what they gave those people. They know. This is just Sylvia's opinion here. I'm just giving you guys my opinion on this case here. All right. Okay, it says we did the part about 45. Okay, 45. And some was found in the place of business. These rounds were submitted to the FBI for comparison. right? Suspected live rounds found at the shooting scene, the explosive chemistry examination of the rounds shows the smokeless powder in the live rounds found at the scene did not match the live rounds seized from the props arms supplier in question. Uh-oh. So they're saying it didn't come from them. Okay, ladies, what that girl need to tell where she got that thing said. This means the live rounds on Rust did not match the rounds explosive chemistry taken from PDQ arms and props. Okay, that girl did it, y'all. That girl, the one who bought the stuff in there, she found some bullets someplace else. I still don't believe it's Alec. I still don't believe unless Alec. No, I don't think it's him. Because they gave him the gun. Oh Lord, have mercy. It's reasonable doubt here, y'all, because we can't figure out who did it. I was about to blame the company, and I said the company stuff didn't match. Okay. The FBI lab determined that 5 suspected live round revolver at the scene of the shooting were indeed live rounds, each possessing an unfired primer, powder, and bullet as part of the cartridge. These 5 rounds were found by detective and crime scene technician, and while processing the scene, the 5 unfired rounds were found in the following location: 1 from SFSO Lieutenant Benavides' patrol car he had seized from Reed upon his arrival. Reed did that. Reed did it. 2 from the top armor cartridge, including the one cent live round casing. 1 of the bandolier of the cart, and 1 from Baldwin holster located inside the church, and 1 from the ammunition box located in the armor's cart, along with the casing and fire projectile. There were a total of 6 45 live rounds that were discovered in various locations on Rust set. Evidence further showed that Baldwin, as the actor, has extensive experience in the film industry involving the firearm, failed to demand at least 2 safety checks before armorer and himself, and witnessing the handling of firearms by the first assistant director. Standard protocol in the armorer is to show the actor the firearm, pull the bullet out in front of the actor, and demonstrate there was no live round. Oh, they didn't do that. So they were supposed to check to see if there was some live bullets in there. Oh, they didn't do that. So then she should know about the type of bullets in there, right? Ashley says, hello, beautiful Sylvia. No, I believe someone could have set him up. He's smart man, and just be sure being a man before in case accident, and check being man to make sure. Okay, y'all. Okay. Let me fit. No, let me go back. Baldwin, known as this is a standard safety protocol, as he has mentioned in the media interview in law enforcement interview. Hannah G. Reed, hereafter Reed, did not. Thank you. They're just gonna call her Reed because they know I'm gonna mess up the name. Did not do this protocol in front of Baldwin. Baldwin did not object to this action. Reed discusses in her interviews with OSHA and law enforcement this should have been occurred. Reed also acknowledges in her interview she should have been in the church with the firearms at all times. Instead, she left the church while Baldwin was in possession of the firearms, too close proximity to the cast and crew. Baldwin further acknowledges that it is standard protocol for the armorers to stay with the firearm at all time in the media and interviews. Finally, Baldwin directly pointed the firearm at Hutchins and Sosa further guided by her in the direction and not. Baldwin knew the first rule of gun safety is never point the gun at someone you don't intend on shooting. In addition, always assume the gun is loaded. And had Baldwin performed the required safety check with the armorer, Reed, this tragedy would not have occurred. In addition, if Baldwin had not pointed the gun at Hutchins and Sousa, this tragedy would have not occurred. This reckless deviation of known standard and practice of and protocol directly caused the fatal shooting. By not receiving the required training on firearm, deviating from the required duty of checking the firearm with the armorer, letting the armorer lead the church against protocol, deviating from the practice of only accepting the firearm from the armorer, not dealing with safety complaints on the set, not making sure the protocol of safety meeting and was occurring, putting his finger on the trigger of a real gun, not using a replica firearm for the unscheduled rehearsal, pointing at the gun at Hutchins and Sousa, and the overall handling of the firearm is negligent in a negligent manner. Baldwin acted with willful disregard of safety of others in a manner which endangered other people, specifically Hutchins and Sousa. Baldwin clearly should have known of the danger of his action, which led to the death of Hutchins. Baldwin as the producer. Industry standards, best practices, common practices, historical practices, policies and or procedures, and union guided policies and or procedures require or mandate certain members of the filming crew to have, assume, or are assigned certain obligation and responsibilities. Industry experts and or armorer are consulted for information and evidence in this industry. Baldwin asserted is in clear showing to be a producer of the particular film. Based on his position, Baldwin, although acts and or omissions contributed to or failed to mitigate and or address multiple significant safety violation issues and or concern that resulted in multiple note instances recklessness leading up to and contributing to and causing the shooting. Since the shooting, Baldwin has asserted publicly that he is an expert in the realms of firing and filmmaking. Investigation have revealed that Baldwin has been involved in at least 40 films or TV production that involve firearms, with Baldwin either directly handling or firing a weapon in or in a scene with firearm being directly handed or fired by someone else. Further investigation of this list revealed hold on, y'all. Revealed a multiple instance where either from the movie itself or from the movie poster showing Baldwin with his finger in the trigger guard and on the trigger. In an instance where, according to the industry standards and common firearm safety standard, it should not have been. Experts in industry standard and basic firearm safety protocol and training considered this reckless behavior required immediate rehabilitation. All right. Evidence show Baldwin failed to appear for mandatory firearm training and firearm safety training prior to filming. Evidence also show Baldwin requested and was afforded training on the set. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hello? I'm on live. All right, guys, I'm sorry about that. Evidence shows Baldwin fails to appear for the mandatory firearm training and firearm safety training prior to filming. Evidence also showed Baldwin requested and had afforded a training session on set, and that through statements, the training was estimated to be 30 minutes in length due to the distraction of him talking to his family on a cell phone during the training. And on the set, limited time of training does not comport to industry standard, and evidence shows Baldwin was in a position to manage overseas comments and require safety training to industry standard. Baldwin's failure to ensure minimum standards were met considered neglect or reckless in the industry. All right, y'all. All right, I'm gonna stop because I see you guys are anxious and wants to hear, but we got a couple of more pages to go. We got a couple. Let me see how many more pages we got to go. We got a couple more pages to go. Yeah, we got. Okay, we're on page 8. Remember that. We're gonna pause here, and you guys. Let me see. Hold on a second. You guys know. Remember what page we're on. Somebody put down what page we're on, so when we continue with this. All right. I have the information. Page 8. Felicia, you're responsible for remember the page that we're on when we come back. So tomorrow we will continue this and we will be on page 8. Felicia, you show up tomorrow, same time at 12 o'clock. We're going to continue this. We're going to be on this page, page 8, the top of page 8. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end this and we will continue this tomorrow. All right. Let me end this. And you guys, see you tomorrow on this. Oh, hold on. Let me stop the screen. See you guys tomorrow to continue the reading the charges, and then we're going to discuss it. Okay. So, Felicia, you are responsible for that. Okay. Page 8. All right. Give me about 30 minutes. I will come back with Mr. Kelly's order for what the judge has said. We already know he has denied it, and we're going to read the order, okay? I'll see you guys in a few. Give me a minute to get myself queued up and get my what do you call it? Marker and stuff like that. I'll see you guys in a few. God bless you. Bye.